Hello everyone. Hope you all are very fine. In previous chapter I taught you about different types of number conversions. In today's lecture I will teach you that how binary datas are represented, or we can say binary representation of numbers. In this section we will study different type of binary representations. So without wasting much of our time, let us start our today's lecture. Binary representation of integers. Binary. In previous lectures I told you about what is binary. Binary means 2. Binary is a base 2 number system that uses two mutually exclusive states to represent information. A binary number is made up of elements called bits, where each bit can be in one of the two possible states. Generally, we represent them with the numerals 1 and 0. The commonly used bit lengths of integers are 8 bit, 16 bit, 32 bit, or 64 bit. Or we can say, to represent an integer, computers use a fixed number of bits. So binary representation of integers always works on these two bits. Let us understand it in deep. There are two representation schemes for integers. Basically, first one is unsigned integers. Unsigned integers, that means there will be no sign will be present before the integers. Unsigned integers can represent 0 and positive integers, but there will be no plus minus sign will be presented over there. Whereas signed integers can represent 0, positive and negative integers, and as the name is very clear, signed integers, it will give you what? It will give you signed integers. That means with every numbers or with every integers there will be a sign added. Let us understand in detail. Representing unsigned integers. How we will represent unsigned integers, let us understand in this slide. Unsigned integers can hold. First of all, we should have to know what is unsigned integers. Unsigned integers can hold a larger positive value and no negative value. That means there will be only positive value. Positive values. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 0 up to infinity. But it all have no sign. And it will start from 0. Keep in mind. Or we can say an unsigned integer can be either a positive integer or 0, but never a negative integer. Note, an unsigned integer containing n bits can have a value between 0 and 2 to the power n minus 1. Means, suppose your number of bits Suppose your number of n bit is 8. So the value will start from 0 to 2 to the power n minus 1. That means 0 to 2 to the power 8 minus 1, and this will give you value 255. And why it is 255? Because the number started from 0, and 0 will also be counted as a integer over here. So that's why the number always having whatever bit, it will give you one less value. If there is 16 bit, then also it will give you one less value. If 32, then also, and if 64, then also. So always keep in mind, an unsigned integer containing n bits can have a value between 0 and 2 to the power n minus 1. For more example, in a single decimal digit, you can write a number between 0 and 9. And in this, the lowest number is 0 and the maximum number is 9. In 2 decimal digits, it is 99. That means 0 to 99. In 3 decimal digits, it should be 0 to 0 and 999 and so on. So this is the way of representing unsigned integers. Now next, representation of signed integer. Signed means there should be a proper sign will be available. What is signed integer? Signed integers are numbers with a positive or negative sign. If n bits are used to represent a signed binary integer number, then out of n bits, 1 bit will be used to represent a sign of the number, and rest n minus 1 bits will be utilized to represent magnitude part of the number itself. Means signed integer can represent 0 positive integers as well as negative integers, but there are 1 bit, it has been reserved for what? For the sign. Let us understand signed integers with the 3 representation schemes for signed integers. The first one is sign magnitude representation. The first one. Second one, 1's complement, and the last one, 2's complement. These 3 techniques are there which is used to represent the schemes for signed integers. First one is sign magnitude representation. First of all, you have to know that what is sign magnitude representation. In the definition, it is very clear. The sign magnitude binary format is the simplest conceptual format to represent a number in sign magnitude. We simply use the leftmost bit to represent the sign, where 0 means positive and 1 means negative, and the remaining bits to represent the magnitude absolute value. In sign magnitude, if the first bit is 0, that means the number whatever we are using, it is positive value, and if the first bit is 1, that means the value whatever we are representing, it is having negative value. For example, an 8-bit signed number 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 represents a positive number, and its value magnitude is 1 0 0 1 0 0. That means 68. 68 is what? It's a positive value because 0 is placed at the first unit, at the first place, which represents here that it is a positive value. The leftmost 0 MSB indicates that the number is positive. Let us understand it with one example. Representation. If in a computer the word size is 1 byte, that means 8 bits. So you can count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bits are here. These 8 bits are used to represent here sign magnitude representation. So let us understand it. Above I have used one number 68. Here I will place it in this table. This first 1 indicate it is the MSB, that means most significant bit, and this 0 is indicating here as a positive sign, and this is the remaining 7 bits which holding magnitude. So in sign magnitude representation, the first bit is what? It's a sign, and the remaining 7 bits are magnitude. So keep in mind, and the value present at the first position will be your sign. Here 0 is the value, so positive number. Now let us check it with negative value. For negative, there should be 1 in place of 0, and you can see here also number is -68, and here 1 is used for negative sign, and the remaining 7 bits are used to represent magnitude. So this is the way to represent any data in sign magnitude representation. Let us go with the next representation, that is sign magnitude representation. Let us understand sign magnitude representation with one more example. Given that n equals to 8 and the sign magnitude binary representation is 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, determine the decimal integer represented. Here sign bit is 0, that means the first one. The first one is what? The first one is 0. So here we can say that the number is positive number, positive sign. Then absolute value, or we can say magnitude. Magnitude is also known as absolute value. Absolute value means the remaining 7 bits. So the remaining 7 bits are what? 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, and this number will be counted and it will give you 70. So hence the integer represented as plus 70 with base 10, because 10 is the symbol for decimal number. Now there are some drawbacks associated with sign and magnitude method. What it is? There are two representation, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, plus 0, and 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, minus 0 for the number 0, which could lead to inefficiency and confusion. Here I made also, you can see also, plus 0, plus 0, here also you can see 0, and here 1. This is for sign. One is giving positive sign, another one is negative sign. But the remaining 7 bits are same, which creates inefficiency. So this is one of the greatest drawback. Next, second point, positive and negative integers need to be processed separately, which is not possible in sign magnitude representation. So this is the drawback of sign magnitude representation. Let us go for next representation, that is ones complement representation. First of all, you should know what is ones complement. Ones complement of a binary number is defined as the value obtained by inverting all the bits in the binary representation of the number. Means, in simple word, if I say, if the number is 1, 0, 0, so where there is 1 you make it 0, and where there is 0 you make it 1. Here also swapping zeros for ones and vice versa. The ones complement of the number then behaves like the negative of the original number in some arithmetic operations. For example, suppose the number is 101. So you just convert it or invert it. In place of 1, you write 0, then 0, 1, then 0 again, 1, and in place of 1, it should be 0. So this is called 1's complement. This is called 1's complement. Always keep in mind. Now let us understand it with one example. The 1's complement of binary number 10101110. Now what you have to do? Simply just invert it, as I told you before. In place of 1, write it 0. In place of 0, write it 1. Invert each of bit given binary number. So 1's complement of given number will be 01010001. Here you can say all 1's are inverted in 0 and all 0's are inverted in 1. Next example. Find 1's complement of -10. This is little tricky. If you have to find a complement of any negative number, in that case, what you have to do? First, you write the positive value of that number. As you can say, I have written over here. In -10 is given, but I have written here what? +10 value. That is 0000110. And after that, convert it with, by what? By 1's complement. You convert it. 0 is converted into 1. 0 is converted into 1. 1 is converted into 0. So the new answer will be 1110101. So this will be your -10 value. How it comes? One more method to find out 1's complement. Simply you write any number 1001. If you want to find the 1's complement of this number, you just subtract it with all 1's. When you subtract 1 with 1, it will give you 0, 1 with 0, 1, 1, 1 with 0. So you can see all 1's are converted with 0 and all 0's are converted with 1. This is one more method of finding out 1's complement. Next, limitation or drawbacks of 1's complement notation. Here also the same problem. There are two representations of 0 and 1 1. One is for positive and another one is for negative. The positive integer and negative integers need to be processed separately. So here also the same problem which was arised in sign and magnitude method. So to overcome with these problems, 2's complement is being implemented. There are some rules of addition by 1's complement. Let us understand it, which you all are seeing in front of you. Addition by 1's complement. There are some cases by which we have to do the addition of 1's complement, but this we will study in our next class. So for today, all of you, bye. Have a nice day. Thank you.